Movies Are a Thing is a weekly podcast going over the movies releasing this week.
And whatever movie-related tangents we decide to venture off on today.
Hello and welcome to Movies Are a Thing. My name is John.
And I'm Travis, and here are the movies premiering this week.
But before we do that, Travis.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going, man?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
Oh, pretty decent.
Yeah, living the dream.
Living the dream, watching movies,
It's about time. Well, hey, I watched a couple too, so...
Okay, why don't you go first?
Okay.
You probably watched more recent ones than I did.
I did. So I watched one new one and one old one.
Mm-hmm.
So the new one I watched was Trap.
Okay, how was it?
Okay. It was good execution. I liked Josh Hartnett as a psychopath in this movie. I thought he did a very good job. He makes some very interesting choices in this movie that I feel like he could have gotten away with it if he could have.
If it weren't for those meddling kids?
That's right.
And that dumb dog?
That's right. But it's just the choices he makes that I feel like if he didn't do them, that he could have maybe gotten away with it. But he did them, and he kind of put himself into a corner at that point.
Okay, so spoilers.
Yeah, right. and then the twist kind of left me unsatisfied.
It wasn't a very good Shyamalan twist?
Yeah, it wasn't a very good... it's not his worst, but it's not his best. I'd say it's like the middle of the road. I would still recommend to go see it though. Because Josh Hartnett's performance is great in it.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you think about it, like middle of the road for Shyamalan, like I consider The Visit probably middle of the road for Shyamalan.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed The Visit.
I did too, yeah.
So if you're saying that it's middle of the road, that's like A-okay by me.
Mm-hmm. And you could definitely handle it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yay.
Because it's not scary. It's not overly violent or anything like that. So I think you'll be okay.
Okay.
Yes. And then the last movie I watched, you'll be proud of me.
Yeah?
I watched a Ghibli.
Which one?
Ponyo.
Ponyo, fishy in the sea.
It's so good. It was... that movie just made me happy.
Right?
It's so vibrant, so colorful. The story is fantastic. Just good characters, colorful scenery, great music.
Subbed or dubbed?
Oh, dubbed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had Liam Neeson.
I did, yes.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out who Matt Damon plays, though. He has a part in it, and I couldn't figure out who it was.
Let's check this out here quick. Ponyo, fishy in the sea.
Because Cate Blanchett was the
Grandma Mare.
Yeah.
Koichi was Matt Damon.
Okay. Trying to put the name to the face.
I think, wasn't that the dad?
Oh, that could have been. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the guy out on the fishing boats.
I think so.
Yeah.
Let me just... Koichi is the father of Sasuke and the husband of Lisa.
Okay.
He is the captain of a fishing boat in the film. He is voiced by Kazushige Nagashima in the Japanese version and Matt Damon in the Disney dub.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now it's all coming together.
Indeed. Let's see here. But yeah, so I will not lie. The first time that I watched it, I didn't know what to expect. And for some reason, I had it in my head that there was going to be like this major conflict, that there was going to be like this whole thing, and then it was just a nice little, nice little story, and nothing too crazy. And then by the end of it, I was just like, oh, and I kind of had like that was it feeling, which I kind of am mad at myself about. But I guess I don't know how I got it in my head that there was going to be something else.
Okay.
But, that's a pretty good one too.
Well, I think a good lot of that is because of in the beginning you meet the father, and you think that there's going to be a conflict, because there kind of is one a little bit at first, but then once they get into their heads that, like, hey, those two love each other and that they want to see if they're gonna, like, if Sasuke is going to accept her for who she is, then she'll become a real girl. But
Gotcha.
it was just a fantastic little movie, and I really enjoyed it.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, it's almost 2 hours, though.
It really was, and it flew by really fast.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So, fantastic.
Yeah.
Very nice. You know which movie I saw this week?
What did you see?
I finally saw a movie, and I went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
I'm so proud of you.
I mean, I had to. There was so many spoilers going around. I was just like, I need to go watch this now if I don't want to get any more spoilers. And so I'm glad that I did, because there was one thing I wasn't spoiled on.
Okay.
So, and we kind of talked about it before here, so that we're not gonna spoil it for anybody else intentionally.
Sure.
But yeah, there was some that were spoiled for me, and it was just like it was okay. Because I knew that it was coming before seeing it for the first time, kind of thing, and it was just like whatever. But to watch the movie was great. I really enjoyed it. I actually came and saw it with my sister and her kid, who was 17. Just before anybody says anything about bringing kids to the Deadpool and Wolverine, they're 17.
I mean, there's parents bringing
even
younger to that, so it doesn't surprise me anymore.
Yeah, I know some 8, 9, 10-year-olds that have watched Deadpool and Deadpool 2 and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, there was definitely some jokes that my 12-year-old mind found hilarious, that I'm sure some other people found a little dragging on a little too long, kind of thing. It's just like, if you have watched the other Deadpool movies, you know what to expect. I wasn't expecting. Well, I mean, I was, but I wasn't expecting it to be so crass for Wolverine, though.
Oh, okay.
Like, from the trailers and stuff, I knew it was going to be, but at the same time, it was like, oh, okay, this is the direction that we're going. Got it. And then I just kind of had to shift my, perspective of the movie into that.
Right.
Kind of thing. So,
well, I mean, we're going to be getting him for a few more movies.
Right.
'Cause I'm sure he's going to be in Doomsday.
Until he's 90.
That's right. And you'll be doing this till you're 90.
But yeah, there was definitely some stuff that, I'm sure I missed so many things, so many callbacks, so many in references and stuff like that. I know we kind of talked about it in the trailer, where that store, that Just Feet store, was kind of based off of one of Deadpool's creators, I think, because he despised feet.
Yep.
And so they're like, he'll have a shoe store.
Yep.
That's Just Feet. So,
I think it's because he can't draw feet.
something like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, there's so many things that, it was great to see kind of callbacks and references and, all that stuff. And, it was great to see, in the trailers we saw that X-23 Laura was back in there and everything. I'm kind of sad that Logan wasn't the last Hugh Jackman Wolverine, because it felt like a really good send-off.
Yeah.
But then he did, what was that other one that he did as Wolverine? Why can't I think of it?
He did... Well, there was the X-Men Wolverine, or X-Men Origins.
After Logan, though.
Oh, after Logan? He did a Wolverine after Logan?
I thought so.
Did he? I don't remember. And if it was a small callback.
I guess I'm wrong. I am 100% wrong. I thought he did something that was like, it's kind of like, oh, they're just gonna, completely change it up now. Cool, yay.
Unless you were thinking about in X-Men First Class, when they go to the bar and he's like, F off.
No, that was way before Logan.
That's very true.
And I mean, even X-Men Apocalypse was before Logan. So I don't know what I was thinking. That they had brought back Logan somehow, and it was not that great kind of thing, and it was like almost like a slap in the face kind of thing. But yeah, this one definitely, I think it did pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely did.
So the end credits started playing, and my sister turned to me. She's like, "So when he got slammed into the radio of the van, what was that song from?" I was like, "Greatest Showman." Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it was so good.
I was listening to a podcast. It was Kevin Smith's podcast, actually.
Okay.
And he watched Deadpool and Wolverine next to the guy who directed Grease. And apparently when that scene came on, he was just dead laughing.
Really?
'Cause he found it so funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that he loved that they used that music with that.
That is awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, like, I mean, like you were saying too, there was just so many millennial bops going on.
Yeah, there was.
And it was great. I loved it. I really did. All of the needle drops were pretty great.
Oh, they sure were. Yeah. It was, and then that like a little X-Men the like Fox Universe callback or like send off at the end during the credits was pretty cool.
Zip it, Stanley.
That's right.
Yeah, no, that was great. There were, I mean, so there's the at the beginning of the credits, there's the whole kind of Fox Studios, Fox Marvel movies, kind of retrospective almost.
Yep.
Where it looks at all of the different movies that Fox did with the Marvel properties, and kind of reminisces on them. But apparently, at the end credit scene, that monologue that happens, Ryan Reynolds was saying something like he didn't want to have cue cards for them to have that monologue.
Okay.
And they're like, "No, don't worry, I got this." Memorize that entire monologue and just had at it.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it when actors are all in like that.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it was awesome to see. I'm trying not to give spoilers. I really don't want to give spoilers, and it's like I don't want to say too much, you know.
Yeah, just watching that movie just gives me a big stupid grin on my face. It just makes me happy. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the teenage boy in me that with all the crude humor or what. I don't know, but it just makes me happy.
Right. So, but yeah, that's the movie that I watched this weekend.
Well, perfect. Well, I'm glad you liked it.
I got one.
Yes.
Yeah. Go me.
Well, hopefully more to come.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
But that does bring us into our movie news here. Maybe I'll have some more time since Disney is shaking up their schedule.
Very true.
So we don't have a lot of news this week, which, I mean, we had Comic-Con last week and, kind of everything that happened with all of that.
Yeah.
And then the Olympics are happening right now, so not a lot of movie stuff is happening.
Right.
But apparently Disney has very much shuffled all of their schedule around. They have taken off what did they say? Was it a 2026 movie or was it a 2025 movie?
For Avengers?
Or just so Marvel dropped an untitled film that had been scheduled for July 24th, 2026. Which basically, kind of goes with what Bob Iger has been wanting, so that, reduces its output to 2 or 3 feature films per year for Marvel. And so there's, Doomsday, like we were talking about, and then there's an untitled film for February 13th, 2026, and November 6th, 2026.
Okay.
And then, curiously, I'm reading it here. Curiously, Marvel's Blade remains dated for November 7th, 2025, even though the film, first announced in 2019, has no director right now. I think we talked about that where the directors have kept basically just falling off.
Right.
And Mahershala Ali is still apparently attached to the movie.
Okay.
But the other weird thing is that Kevin Feige did not mention Blade at this year's Comic-Con when he was talking about the 2025 slate.
Right. Okay.
So I'm wondering if that one is still kind of an up in the air thing. But they just don't know because they're still trying to find a director, trying to get the script ready to go. And I mean, they have just over a year basically to get it in production, filmed, edited, get all of the special effects in there, everything like that, in just over a year.
Wow.
Which is, I mean, unless they're going like minimal special effects as possible kind of thing.
Oh, like Morbius?
No. I'm thinking like the original Blade.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
So we'll have to see how that all goes, but they have switched around some more stuff as well. Some things that they have changed is A Real Pain, which is that Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin movie is going from October 18th to November 1st.
Okay.
So very much even more within the awards area.
Oscar bait.
A little bit.
Yep.
Thunderbolts asterisk is going to be May 2nd of 2025.
Okay.
An untitled Disney movie that was previously dated for March 7th, 2025 is now gone from the schedule.
Okay.
The Fantastic Four First Steps, which I completely forgot that we need to talk about that too. New title for the Fantastic Four First Steps is going to be coming out on July 25th, 2025. We got some untitled Disney stuff in August and September. We got Doomsday is coming out on May of 2026. And then just a lot of untitled Disney, Marvel, Pixar, Disney Animation, all that stuff.
Okay.
Going into 2027.
Sure. Okay.
So, because I don't want to bore everybody, including myself, I'm not going to go through that list.
Well, yeah, because it's a bunch of untitled stuff anyway, so
Exactly.
nothing really of note.
Nope. I don't know. We'll see if anything they make gets into a film festival here.
Well, maybe it'll be on the horizon.
That could be two.
Could be.
Could be two.
Wow, we really stretched that one.
We did. Very much so. So Horizon 2, which is the technically sequel, but technically continuation of the... sorry, 1 second here. Technically the continuation of the first Horizon movie that kind of bombed at the box office.
Right.
Apparently is going to be opening at the Venice Film Festival. And what I was reading is that they're going to show the first one in the morning, and then the premiere of the second one is going to be that night.
Okay.
And so basically, Kevin Costner was like, I am so glad for, what's his face, Barbera? I can never remember his name. Who, has seen, or knows what it means to have the film like this. He can see my vision of what I want the film to be, kind of thing.
Okay.
But basically his statement is the fact that now they have decided to show Chapter 1 earlier in the day, and then the world premiere of Chapter 2 that evening shows not only their belief in how the two films work together, but their support of a director's vision. I'm indebted to Alberto Barbera for his courage and leadership in committing to this cinematic journey.
Okay.
And so we'll have to see how it all goes, since they kind of pulled it from the theaters.
Well, I know here at the St. Michael Cinema that it's been slowing down, but then also like the past, well, especially this past weekend, it's been getting busier for it. Really? Which has been interesting. Like I've just been like noticing more and more people have been going to it.
Very nice.
So maybe there's a turnaround for Kevin Costner here.
Maybe. Release it all as one movie.
Right. Jeez, it'd be like 9 hours.
Right. That'd be crazy. So the Venice Film Festival will run from August 28th through September 7th.
Okay.
I don't know Okay, let's see here. So that'll be on September 7th.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, it will kind of help to close out the Venice Film Festival.
Okay.
That will be the world premiere of Horizon 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Depending on how well, like the first one apparently got like a 7-minute standing ovation when it was at the Cannes Film Festival.
Okay.
This one, never know. It is the conclusion, so they might party until dawn.
Wow. I like the segue, though.
Thank you.
welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So we have some movie news for this Until Dawn, which is a video game movie adaptation. Mm-hmm. I did not know this, but David F. Sandberg is going to be directing it.
Ooh. Okay.
So, he hasn't really done anything that I know of since Fury of the Gods. Mm-hmm. And that didn't do too well.
No, it didn't, which is a shame because I really like Shazam.
Right. It didn't help that Zachary Levi wasn't doing, too hot at that time either.
Very true.
But he's a Swedish. No, David F. Sandberg. He has horror roots. He basically, him and his wife did. I know we talked about this before, but I'm just going to bring it back up. They did like almost these horror mini movies, horror shorts. And then one of them was the precursor to Lights Out.
Ooh, okay.
So like he has a short on his YouTube channel that is basically the Lights Out movie, but just not the entire movie kind of thing.
Okay.
It's kind of like the basic premise of it, but just as a horror short.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you should definitely, if you haven't, if you like David F. Sandberg, check out his YouTube video, which is, if I remember correctly, his YouTube username is a Pony Smasher.
Oh, really? Okay. I like it.
Has he put out anything recently, though? I don't know. No, he did stuff about a year ago, or over a year ago. But yes, so Until Dawn. Sorry. Getting distracted here. I know that there was some news that came out of this, or for this movie, that it wasn't necessarily going to be following the game either. Mm-hmm. It was going to be a pretty far departure from it. And let me see here. So it does say that it's a love letter to the horror genre, centering on an ensemble cast. But I don't know. We'll have to see how it all goes. I've heard some conflicting things, so I don't want to try to spread rumors or anything like that. So I'm not going to say anything.
Right.
But we'll have to see how it all goes.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a game series I've never played. So, or if there's just the one game, I guess, then it's not really a series.
Was it just the one game? It might just be the one.
I think so. I could be wrong though.
No, I think you're right. So, yeah. But yeah, that's just the one game.
Okay.
Don't listen to a nobody like me. So,
segues.
He brings us to our next movie news that we have, and it's going to be for the movie Nobody 2. Mm-hmm. We've talked about it before. Bob Odenkirk is back, and apparently there is another character that is back for Nobody 2.
Okay.
Would you like to take this one, Travis?
Yeah. So apparently, Christopher Lloyd is coming back for Nobody 2. Ooh. So I don't know if anybody has seen the first one, but he had a role in the first movie, and he kind of had a bigger role in there. So maybe he'll have kind of a bigger role in this one too. I don't know for sure. I guess we'll find out, or I'll find out, whatever. But yeah. He was kind of like the friend of Bob Odenkirk's character. Like he was kind of like his next door neighbor. He kind of would like tell things to him and
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that should be fun.
Most definitely.
Man, he's got a lot of stuff still going, doesn't he?
He's a busy man.
He is. Like I'm just looking here, and literally, let's see here. He's got Nobody 2 there. He's completed another movie. He's going to be in an episode of Wednesday, apparently, or is in an episode of Wednesday. I don't know. 3 other things that are upcoming. And then just within the last, year? So if we go like to the beginning of 2023, movie, TV show, one episode of a TV show, one episode of a TV show, a lot of episodes of this TV show. Weird. Another movie, short, another movie, TV show, 2 episodes of a TV show, 1 episode of a TV show, another movie, 13 episodes of a TV series.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, definitely kind of keeping busy.
Good for him.
But that actually reminds me of something that I just saw today. Christopher Lloyd kind of brought me to Back to the Future, which brought me to Michael J. Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Michael J. Fox joined Coldplay.
Really?
On stage. But he was actually in a wheelchair. His I guess his Parkinson's has progressed a bit more now.
Oh, okay.
So basically, he joined Coldplay on stage and was actually playing guitar too.
Oh.
And apparently they sing Coldplay's "Fix You."
Okay.
Which is just like, wow, okay. But he was doing his leg kicks and stuff too. And yeah, it was apparently it was a very, very cool thing to watch. I kind of sad that I missed it actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just talking about Christopher Lloyd kind of kicked me over to that memory from today too.
Oh, sure. That's kind of cool though.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm glad he's still well enough that he can still do that kind of stuff.
And obviously he still has his foundation and everything too to help, trying to find something to help with Parkinson's.
Oh, exactly.
Trying
Right.
to find a cure for Parkinson's, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we'll have to see how that all goes. But going from Christopher Lloyd to star of Austin Powers 2, Britney Spears.
It's actually Austin Powers 3.
You know what?
What? Gold member.
Whatever. Yeah. Because we had this discussion before too, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
We did. I was like, I'm not going to say it's the first one because I know it's the second one. It's the third one.
Oops, I did it again, baby.
So going to Britney Spears. Apparently there is a biopic movie in the works.
Okay.
That is based off of her memoir that she released, last year, 2 years ago?
Okay.
And so she'll be working with Mark Platts and also director John M. Chu.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Because he's the director of Wicked,
Okay.
along with some other things too.
Sure.
But yeah, this is the memoir that kind of had a lot of people in a tizzy. Basically, it is one of the ones, or it's that memoir where she talks about kind of being in a conservatorship from her father, who was very controlling and everything like that, to basically ruining the world tour. Talks about her relationship with Justin Timberlake, everything like that, and how it wasn't a good relationship, kind of thing. And so it did very well. It apparently did well enough that they're going to turn it into a movie. We're gonna have to see who they cast as Britney Spears and who they cast as JT. Get the frosted tipped ramen going.
I'm trying to think of who they could get to play Britney, though.
Got it.
Okay.
Gary Oldman. He can play anybody.
He could. Honestly, he could. If anybody could pull it off, it would be him. I would love to see that, actually.
All right. I mean, actually, let me double check something quick.
Okay. So I was thinking the girl from Anyone But You.
Who is that? Oh, Sydney Sweeney?
Yes, that's her name. I was like, I knew it's 2 S's.
Okay. I mean, it depends on how early in her career they are going to start the movie, though. Because she was in the Mickey Mouse Club.
She was.
I mean, I can see it, but at the same time, it's almost like they might go for somebody younger too.
True.
I wonder, how old is Sydney Sweeney right now? Never mind. Oh. I mean, she was born before 2000, so there's that.
Okay.
But yeah, no, she's later 20s right now. So
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
yeah, no, that is interesting to see. Kind of think who would play a young Britney Spears, because it can't be her sister,
Right.
because she's got her own stuff going.
Very true.
And I think she only had 2 kids with Federline.
Oh, you're talking about Kevin Federline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Apparently her kids are 18 and 17.
Jeez. We're getting old, man.
And actually probably even older, because this is from December of last year.
Wow.
Because basically I was looking to see if, she had a daughter.
Oh, sure.
If she had a daughter that might be able to, if she had a daughter and her daughter wanted to kind of get into acting, would have been like perfect.
Oh, sure.
So, but yeah, we have a memoir coming in from Britney Spears. And with that, Travis, you have anything else you want to say about?
No, I got nothing, man.
But that does bring us to our trailers for this week. The first one that we have is the trailer for Greedy People. Travis, what you think of this trailer?
Greedy people. This one, it looks interesting. I don't know how.
It's a very dark comedy.
A very dark comedy, but it looks entertaining enough that I kind of want to see this. Do we know, is it directed by anybody of significance?
It is directed by Patsy Pansaroli.
Okay.
Who was a producer for the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Nice.
Let's see here. Doesn't really have a lot of directing credits. He has a couple of couple of music videos. Did a movie in 2012 called Super Zeros. He directed Old Henry in 2021.
Okay.
He's directed 11 episodes of Still the King.
Nice. Okay.
And then, Greedy People, and then Motor City.
Okay.
Which is going to have Alan Ritchson, Shailene Woodley, Ben Foster is going to be in it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like Ben Foster. But I will watch any movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it.
Right. Yeah. So Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Himesh Patel is in there too. Not to mention Lily James is in it.
Yes.
Tim Blake Nelson.
Right.
Apparently Jim Gaffigan shows up at some point in time.
I didn't recognize him at first. I was like, is that Jim Gaffigan? Yeah, that's Jim Gaffigan.
But yeah, basically Himesh Patel is a new officer in the city of Providence?
Something like that, yeah.
Providence, South Carolina. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the other officer in the area there. And apparently the first rule is don't kill anybody that you don't have to.
That's right.
Because it's just so much cleanup.
Yep.
And that's the only reason.
And somebody broke the cardinal rule.
That they did.
Sure did.
But yeah, so basically it looks like a, you know what? It kind of reminds me of Rat Race with Murder.
Ooh.
I know I've said that like movies tend to be, this movie is like Rat Race, that movie is like Rat Race before. But this one kind of feels like it, doesn't it?
It does a little bit, yeah.
Where it has that, dark humor in it, and everybody's kind of going for money. But there is murder and intrigue as well.
Right, yeah. There's very much murder. That poor old lady.
Yeah, well, there's that too.
Well,
go to sleep.
yeah, right.
It looks honestly pretty good.
It does.
And is it just me, or did JGL just keep his hair from Beverly Hills Cop?
Oh, very much so, yeah. I was like, man, there was no changeover from both movies.
No.
Not at all.
Well, going from one coast to the other. But.
Yeah, basically. The only thing that changes is the coast.
So, We do have that one there. The next trailer that we have is The Silent Hour. This one looks very strange as well. This is, I just forgot his name.
Joel Kinnaman.
Yeah. Dude from Suicide Squad.
Yep. I don't know what it is with him doing silent movies recent, because he was just recently in, what's that one that came out around Christmas?
Silent Night?
Silent Night.
Yeah. So in that one, was he mute? Like he couldn't talk?
That one, it was...
Because I see something like he has like a patch on his throat.
Something happens to where he gets injured to where he can't talk.
Okay, so yeah, basically he becomes mute.
Yeah.
So somebody was like, okay, so there's one that he can't speak.
Mm-hmm.
This one he can't hear.
Yep.
What's the next one? He's blind.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, basically, in this one that we're talking about, which is The Silent Hour, he is a cop that goes running after somebody and ends up getting an injury that causes him to start going deaf.
Mm-hmm.
And so he ends up doing, I think, one last job, basically, to help out his old partner, played by Mark Strong.
Yep.
And they go through and are talking to a deaf woman, because now he can sign because he's been going deaf, so he learned how to sign.
Yep.
And figure out that there is some tomfoolery afoot.
Right.
And basically, after they talk to her, she has video of some people killing some other people. Mm-hmm. He forgets his wallet, his phone. Forgets his phone.
Mm-hmm.
And so he goes back, and she is being in the process of being killed.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, then it becomes him and her against the world, I guess, is what it looked like in the trailer.
Right.
To try to figure out what's going on and try to get the people that murdered these other people, get justice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, exactly. So, was it just me, or up until the part where in the trailer when he is starting to like save the girl or to try to attempt to save her, it felt like one of those old Sunday night made for TV movies?
I mean, kind of. It very much felt like a no, I mean, I think I have to agree. Like it's almost like something bad happens to this person, but they overcome those challenges to do this other stuff, and then it all breaks loose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then something even worse happens to kind of make everything go together, and then they have to work as a team.
Mm-hmm. So we'll have to see how that all goes, but
definitely.
That one is apparently coming in here.
Mm-hmm.
The next one that we have is a trailer for Blink Twice.
It looks interesting.
Does it feel like they gave away the entire movie, though?
It does. Okay, well, for one, Channing Tatum has a very, very strong tan in this movie. We have the poster board out in the lobby for this movie.
Really?
And when I saw that Channing Tatum was in this, it does not look like Channing Tatum on the poster. So I was really confused because I thought it was Guy Pearce at first.
Okay. I mean, is it basically just the no? Hold on, my cords are tangled up. Come on, there it goes. Just that one?
Yeah. Yep. That one.
I think it's the facial hair too.
Yeah. The facial hair throws me off.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's Channing Tatum. We're so used to seeing him just like clean shaven, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And to see him with kind of the weird beard going on.
Right.
It's definitely very strange.
So he's sending these people to an island.
Oh, he's there too.
And he's there too. And I wonder if it's going to be like people are hunting people, like that sort of situation, or there's some sort of like cult situation happening. There's something happening on the island that's making people go crazy or want to kill one another, or something like that.
Well, I mean, like, that's the thing is everybody forgets about people.
Oh, yeah. That's true, too.
So, like, oh, what's that other movie where, like, somebody disappears and the one person's like, where's this person? Where is this person? They're like, who are you talking about? Mm-hmm. They're like, the person that you came alone. What do you... So, I can't remember. If you know which movie I'm talking about, please visit us at Facebook or facebook.com/moviesaretthing, or on Twitter and Instagram at moviesaretthing, no spaces, dashes, slash, anything like that, at moviesaretthing. Let me know. And I'm not thinking Red Eye.
Okay.
But there's another movie where that's going to bug me, and I can't think of what it is. But I was kind of like looking at the different stuff here. Did you see who wrote and directed this movie?
Yeah, it's Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah. Did you see who was in the movie besides Channing Tatum?
I guess I didn't really notice, no.
So, Naomi Ackie is the one of the main character. Mm-hmm. And she was Whitney Houston in the Whitney Houston biopic. She was also Jana, I believe, in episode 9. She was Anna in Lady Macbeth in 2016.
Okay.
But then there is also Christian Slater is in it.
Nice.
And Kyle MacLachlan is in it. And apparently Haley Joel Osment is in it.
Yeah, I saw him for a split second.
I didn't even recognize him.
He's gotten a little chunky over the years.
I mean, yeah, I knew that, but like, I guess I didn't even recognize him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got a beard and he's gained a little bit of weight.
A little bit, not too much.
He's not like the little kid that he used to be.
Right.
From Sixth Sense and all that.
We do have that one coming in as well. It looks very strange. I am not gonna go see it.
Yeah, I didn't think he would. But I'm intrigued to see what Zoe Kravitz can do as a director.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But that does bring us to our next trailer, and that trailer is Slingshot. This one, again, it's a very kind of claustrophobic and yet feeling of loneliness out in space kind of movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's got Lawrence Fishburne.
That it does. It's got the that other Affleck.
Yep, it's got Casey Affleck.
And then it also it also has Tomer Capone, who has been in quite a few episodes of The Boys. He's Frenchie in The Boys. Mm-hmm. I thought he was in something else too. He looked really familiar.
Good old Frenchie.
But yes, this movie looks very kind of very isolated and yet claustrophobic.
Yeah. And like you don't really quite know if reality is reality or not.
Exactly. It'll make you question a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be quite the trip.
Exactly. But yeah, like you said, Lawrence Fishburne is there. Mm-hmm. Casey Affleck. Casey Affleck is the main character.
Yeah.
I've already seen some hypotheses on what is happening.
Okay.
But I guess we'll have to see how it all goes, or you will have to see how it all goes.
Sounds good.
I just, I don't know, something about being just that far out into space just kind of, I can't do.
Well, they said that, 2 years? They've been hibernating for 2 years.
And they have 2 more sleep cycles to go through.
Yeah, because they need to slingshot around
Jupiter
to be able to get to the
Titan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is a copy of Earth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's one of Saturn's moons, but it's I guess a pretty close approximation to Earth.
Okay.
Is what they were saying. Mm-hmm. Which is very strange because I don't know about that.
Right.
So yeah, have fun with this.
I might see this. I don't know yet. It looks okay.
But that does bring us to our last trailer of the night. And that trailer is Subservience. What'd you think of this one, Travis?
It looks like Megan, but worse. I really have no interest in seeing this at all. I don't like Megan Fox.
I mean, this one actually is Megan, though.
Yeah, but at least Megan in the movie in that movie was at least entertaining. but Megan Fox in anything that she's done except for the first Transformers was just okay.
You didn't like Jennifer's Body?
Okay, that's the one exception.
You didn't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I mean, she wasn't the best part about it, though, as April. I mean, the Turtles was pretty darn... I like the Turtles in the Turtles movie, but not April.
You didn't like Lila and Jonah Hex?
Nobody liked Jonah Hex.
Wow.
I'm sorry if there's people out there that like Jonah Hex. If you want to send me your hate mail, you can send me your hate mail.
You didn't like Stars and Stripes Bikini Kid dancing under waterfall uncredited in Bad Boys 2?
What, really?
Yeah. It's on IMDb. Literally listed as stars and, stars dash and dash stripes Bikini Kid dancing under waterfall, parentheses, uncredited.
I remember hearing something about this, that she was in Bad Boys 2, but I just never looked for it.
Right.
But
right.
I'm glad that it's on your Google machine.
Well, I mean, let's see here. 86, 96, ugh.
That face.
16.
16 what?
She was 16 in Bad Boys 2 then.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hence the face.
Ugh. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I would make that face too.
Like you said, I think this one, it's very much a robot trying to take over somebody's life, basically. Mm-hmm. And manipulating and killing and all that other stuff.
Want to know what this reminds me of now that I think about it?
What's that?
I think you'll be happy because it's going to refer to something that I know that you know about. It reminds me of a little Disney Channel original movie that came out.
Would that be a Smart House?
That's correct.
I understood that reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one seems a little bit more adult oriented.
Yeah.
Whereas in the Disney Channel one, it was kind of implied that the house wants to get with the dad. Mm-hmm. This one is very much shown that the robot wants to get with the dad and does get with the dad. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, done more gratuitously and less convincingly.
Right. Exactly. Spot on.
All right. Well, that does bring us to the end of our trailers for this week. Mm-hmm. So that means that you should visit us at Facebook or facebook.com/movies are our thing. We also on Twitter and Instagram at movies are thing, no spaces, dash, slash, anything like that, at movies are thing. Come on by and say hi. And also, thank you to St. Michael Cinema for sponsoring the podcast. We do appreciate having a space to record and everything like that.
Yes, we do.
Do appreciate it. Make sure you, if you are in Minnesota, stop on by to the St. Michael Cinema. Say on whenever you want to. Come on by and say hi to Travis.
Yeah. I will be behind the concession stand, so just come and say hi and come get some popcorn, come see a movie.
Yeah. If you see somebody behind concessions with a bandana on, that's probably Travis.
That's probably me, yep. Uh-huh.
But yeah, absolutely. It'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. Good times had by all.
Exactly. It'd be pretty fun to have somebody come by and say hi to you and be like, I heard you on the podcast.
Right.
You get a discount and you get a discount. Everybody
gets a discount. I feel like Oprah.
Point of clarification, no actual discounts may or may not be given, so.
Thank you for that disclaimer. Oh, that's good.
But that does bring us to the movies that are premiering this week. The first one that we have is Borderlands. This one is rated PG-13, and it will be in theaters. Lilith, an infamous bounty hunter with a mysterious past, reluctantly returns to her home, Pandora, the most chaotic planet in the galaxy. Her mission is to find the missing daughter of Atlas, the universe's most powerful SOB. Lilith forms an unexpected alliance with a ragtag team of misfits, Roland, a seasoned mercenary on a mission, Tiny Tina, a feral preteen demolitionist, Krieg, Tina's muscle-bound protector, Tanis, the oddball scientist who's seen it all, and Claptrap, a wise-ass robot. It's a robot. Together, these unlikely heroes must battle an alien species and dangerous bandits to uncover one of Pandora's most explosive secrets. The fate of the entire universe could be in their hands, but they'll be fighting for something more. each other. And this is based off of one of the best-selling video game franchises of all times. Welcome to Borderlands. IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, Metacritic did not have a score for this one.
I am so excited for this movie.
I have tried to forget the trailers as much as possible, so that if I have a chance to watch this movie, I go into it as clean as possible.
That's a good idea. And so far from what I've seen in the trailer, it's pretty accurate to what I've seen in the video, because I've played all the games.
Very nice, very nice.
And they're fantastic. So if you ever have a chance to play them, I highly recommend them. I like the casting. I think the casting is pretty great. Even Jack Black as Claptrap is pretty darn fantastic.
I was going to say, I know there's a lot of people that are not too happy with it.
My only issue is that this movie's PG-13. The games are rated M, so I just don't know how they're going to have the mature theme with it being PG-13, but I mean,
the gratuitous violence. Don't forget the gratuitous violence.
That's very true. But they don't show a lot of blood anyways, like a lot of it's creature blood anyways, so I think they can make it work.
You can get away with a lot when you turn blood blue or green.
That's very true.
Yeah, I mean, so I've started Borderlands a couple of different times.
Okay.
I've just never played it through because I'll get distracted with something else and then I'll forget about it. Go figure.
Sure.
But yeah, I've definitely tried a couple of different times to start it up, and I mean, I do enjoy it. The parts that I played multiple times. But it's also one of the things where I didn't get into it until way later.
Okay.
And so I tried to, start from the beginning and play through Borderlands and then, whatever. But I always kind of just get, like I said, distracted. And then all of a sudden it's like, man, I forget where I was at.
Sure.
Now I got to start over again. So, but yeah. I do have, 1, 2, and 3, I think.
Okay. So you must have the Handsome Collection or whatever.
I think I actually got them individually.
Oh, okay.
Just like Steam sales and, that kind of stuff, whatever.
The 1 is pretty good, but I think 2's my favorite.
Very nice. Very nice. Our next movie is It Ends With Us. This one is rated PG-13 and will be in theaters. Lily Bloom is a woman who overcomes a traumatic childhood to embark on a new life in Boston and chases a lifelong dream of opening her own business. A chance meeting with charming neurosurgeon Ryle Kincaid sparks an intense connection, but as the two fall deeply in love, Lily begins to see sides of Ryle that remind her of her parents' relationship. When Lily's first love, Atlas Corrigan, suddenly re-enters her life, her relationship with Ryle is upended, and Lily realizes she must learn to rely on her own strength to make an impossible choice for her future. IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, Metacritic did not have a score for this one. So it's a Rama?
A Rama?
Or
so like a
romance?
A romance. I like that. Okay.
It is a romance with a lot of drama. But basically, yeah, I mean, it's just like the thing was saying, from what I can see, basically, she goes to Boston, starts a business, and this dude comes in. I feel like in the trailer they said that he was the brother of the person that she opened the business with.
That's what I thought, yeah.
And it was Jenny Slate. I completely forgot that it was Jenny Slate.
Okay.
But basically, he ends up having a very big temper and explodes. And that's kind of what I'm guessing that they meant by she sees, stuff from her past.
Sure.
That she had a very traumatic childhood. And basically then, that other love comes along, and now she basically has to choose whether she wants to stick with this man that she loves or possibly see if this other man that she loved when she was younger is the love of her life. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, that's what I've kind of gotten from the trailer and the synopsis there.
Right.
So that, yeah, not necessarily any sort of movie that I would watch. Yeah, but if that's kind of your kind of movie, if it sounds intriguing to you, absolutely, I'd say come and watch it, 100%.
Most definitely. I know that there is a lot of women looking forward to this movie. I've been hearing there's been a lot of pre-sales for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very nice.
And because it's based off of a book.
That is true. Yes, it is based off of a book.
And I know we have a bunch of book clubs that are coming to see this movie. So it's going to be a big women's weekend, I feel like.
Our next movie is Cuckoo. This one is rated R and will be in theaters. Reluctantly, a 17-year-old Gretchen leaves her American home to live with her father, who has just moved into a resort in the German Alps with his new family. Arriving at their future residence, they are greeted by Mr. Koenig, the father's boss, who takes an inexplicable interest in Gretchen's mute half-sister, Alma. Something doesn't seem right in this tranquil vacation paradise. Gretchen is plagued by strange noises and bloody visions until she discovers a shocking secret that also concerns her own family. IMDb has this one at a 5.8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes is sitting at an 82%, and Metacritic is sitting at a 61.
Okay.
And so I know we've talked about this kind of stuff before with like the scores, but with Rotten Tomatoes, that is with 57 reviews.
Okay.
And with Metacritic, that is with, I mean, that's only 13 reviews, but 54% are positive, so they're above 60.
Okay.
And then 6 of them are mixed, which means that they're between 60 and 40, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just make sure here quick. Yeah. And there's no like just negative reviews.
Okay. I like the sound of that.
Mm-hmm. So this is the movie that has Dan Stevens as Herr Koenig, just eviling it up.
Right.
As one does.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hunter Schafer is Gretchen. Oh, Martin Sokus, I believe, is the dad. And so, I mean, if you know who he is.
Right.
But you might not know who he is. So, like, he was, if you go to something like, oh, where did it go? He was Celeborn in Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King.
Nice.
No, he was Trevor in Aeon Flux back in the day.
Like the movie?
Like the movie.
Okay, so with Charlize.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He was Dr. Ashley Kafka in The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
The Andrew Garfield one. He was Damian Lord in Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. He was Teddy, kind of one of the big bads in The Equalizer.
Okay.
And then he was Quinn in Into the Badlands, if you ever watched that TV show.
Okay. I know who you're talking about.
So yeah, and like if you see him, you know who he is. He was Yorgi in Triple X.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that one. But yeah, Martin Sokus is in Cuckoo.
Okay.
Like I said, I believe he's the father, actually. He's Luis.
Nice.
Yeah, this one is the one that we've talked about before with the trailers that came out. Horror, mystery, thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like your kind of movie.
Most definitely. I want to know what the creature is, if there even is a creature. I don't know if it's just all in their mind or if there actually is something or what.
Right, exactly. And I mean, so I will say that this is only the 4th movie that this director has done.
Okay.
And 2 of those were shorts.
Okay.
I think he's only directed, so I'm just kind of looking to see. So this other movie that he directed, Luz, L-U-Z.
Okay.
It is apparently a Spanish-German movie. But Tillman Singer is the writer-director of this one. And that other one is also a horror mystery thriller.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's definitely kind of in his own comfort zone with this movie.
Most definitely. It sounds like it.
Yeah. He's a German writer-director.
Okay.
So, yeah, have fun with this.
I will.
Is there anything specifically that you're looking forward to this one, or?
I just want to know what all in the heck is going on in this movie, because like it tells you what's going on, but then it doesn't really tell you what's going on, and I kind of like the mystery because I don't want to go in knowing everything.
Right.
So I do like that little bit of mystery.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, the next one that we have here, which is actually our last movie of the night, is The Instigators, which is rated R and will be coming to Apple TV Plus. Rory and Kabi are reluctant partners, a desperate father and an ex-con thrown together to rob a corrupt politician's ill-gained earnings. But when the heist goes wrong, the two find themselves engulfed in a whirlwind of chaos, pursued not only by police, but also by backward bureaucrats and vengeful crime bosses. Completely out of their depth, they convince Rory's therapist to join their righteous getaway through the city, where they must put aside their differences and work together to evade capture, or worse. IMDb has this one at a 6.6 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes is sitting at a 43%, and Metacritic is sitting at a 48.
That's pretty low for Matt Damon.
And Casey Affleck.
Yeah, no kidding.
And a movie directed by Doug Liman.
Yeah, no kidding.
So it's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's going right to Apple TV Plus.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's going to be a big budget, kind of big screen movie kind of thing.
Very, very true. And it's not like everybody's going to be able to watch it either.
Exactly.
So it's going to have a very niche audience for all the sheeple that like Apple. Sorry, Apple people, but...
Nice. Very nice. Good job. If you want to tell Travis just how wrong he is about Apple, you can always visit us at Facebook or facebook.com/moviesarething, or on Twitter and Instagram at moviesarething, no spaces, dashes, anything like that, at moviesarething. Let him know.
That's right. I forget that you have an Apple phone now. So you're a sheeple too.
I mean, I wouldn't consider myself a sheeple because I kind of still hate it, but...
Okay, that's fair. I'll take that.
It's just more...
It works well
works better for what I need it for.
Exactly, sure.
Works better in my life at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Gotcha. I like it.
Yeah, so this one is going to Apple TV Plus. It's Matt Damon, it's Casey Affleck. Ving Rhames shows up?
Yeah, Ving Rhames shows up.
Jack Harlow is in there. Alfred Molina.
Oh yeah, Alfred Molina. Yep.
Right. Rob Gronkowski shows up. Ron Perlman.
Nice.
Was in there. I saw him in the trailer there. Toby Jones.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people in this one.
I feel like there's going to be more surprises too that we just don't know about.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
100%. I think you're right. But you will definitely see how this all goes.
Definitely.
I might watch it. Never know.
Do it.
Because I did get some free months of Apple TV Plus.
Nice.
But that is the last of the movies that we have for this week. Travis.
Yes.
What is your... If you could watch all of the movies on the list, if you had access to all of the movies on the list, what would your list be?
All right. Borderlands is 1.
Mm-hmm.
2 would be Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
3 would be It Ends With Us. And then last would be The Instigators.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I would have thought you would have had the last two flipped.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Interesting. Good to know.
Very interesting, yes.
Very nice. All right. Yeah.
Well, look at me surprising you.
Exactly. Look at us.
Look at us.
But that does bring us to the end of our movies here. Travis, do you have anything you want to say about any of them?
I got nothing, man.
All right. Well, if you have anything to say about any of these movies here, make sure you visit us Make sure you visit us at Facebook. We're at facebook.com/moviesarething, or on Twitter and Instagram at moviesarething, no spaces, slashes, anything like that, at moviesarething. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/moviesarething. If you want to help support the podcast, we do have that over there. Travis.
Yes.
I do believe it is about that time.
Here it comes.
Cue the outro. Thank you for listening to Movies Are a Thing. Be sure to tune in next week for more movies and tangents with us. I think I've got everything here, right?
Seems like it.
Because we got all of that down like that. We got that right there.
Mm-hmm.
We can do like this, Travis.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. I'll turn you back down here. Let's see here.
It's a very short week this week.
It is. I think Comic-Con took everything.
That's
Comic-Con took everything from me.
They took our gerbs.
And not just the movie premieres. The trailers and the news, too. I hate you.
I hate you.
It's over, Bananakin. Oh, man.
Oops, I did it again. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. Hey, did you know that forever we will hold this banner high, 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 high? Let's see here. I'm just trying to look at the writer here as well.
Okay. Excuse me.
Apparently, the writer of this one did 9 episodes of Runaways,
Okay.
which is that the Marvel show that was on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a straight to streaming kind of thing.
Right.
I know there was a few people that really liked that show. Quite a few people.
Yeah, I've heard that show's pretty good.
And let's see here. What else did he write? Nothing else really too memorable that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, did you watch that? I put that in there just in case you didn't want to watch it.
I did watch it.
You did watch it. Okay.
I did, yeah.
What are your thoughts on it? Let me just see something quick.
Okay.
I thought it was Diego Luna.
Oh.
Kind of gave me that vibe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I was wrong.
Gotcha. Okay.
Huh.
Man, it's a lot different when I can hear myself go away from the mic. I can whoa, I can hear that.
Oh, gotta get closer.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking. Oh, I mean, I don't know what you're talking.
I don't know what you're talking
about. So yeah, no, I mean, before I go on, I just want to get this quick.
Do it. No. Good push.
Hold on, Travis.
I'm holding.
Travis, hold on. Nice. So,
La 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 la. Yeah.
Mock.
Yeah.
Ing.
Yeah.
Bird.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right. I should probably get this going, huh?
I mean, if you want to.
I guess. Do you want to stop recording?
Sure.
Yeah.